in the long way. So all the credence has to go to the leading lights of MCA Charity who are sitting on the front line of the days and all the people who have been working for this. You know, we all know that I along with my senior colleague and the Director General are sitting among the brightest minds of this country today. And you have cleared one of the toughest examinations. In this country, it's supposed to be very toughest. And not only toughest, there are many tough examinations on the other part of the continent. Maybe, you know, if somebody is from IIM, if somebody is from IIT, or somebody is from the respectable or the greatest institutions, you know, that also was the toughest. But the toughest part is you have taken all the challenges to become part and parcel and chosen a life of a public responsibility. Here the thin line of your differentiation has to go. Here I see you represent different services, different states, different languages, different backgrounds, and also different academic backgrounds too. Coming over here and finishing your training in different training institutions, you have brought in a uniformity now. One identity which represents uniformity. That you are an All India officer. You know, you represent India. You don't represent a region. You don't represent a religion. You don't represent a caste. You don't represent communities. But you represent India as such. That is the uniformity in this part. You are the future custodians of the Indian governance systems here. You know, many a time, many people would have asked you. Many people from different backgrounds, you know, chartered accountant, engineers, the doctors, or, you know, BCom graduates or BA graduates. In this world, a profound question would have come down to you at any point of time. You know, in this global career where you have cash-rich salaries which are awaiting you, that carriers are awaiting you. And there is a scope for startups to become another Bill Gates or Infosys Narayana Murthy. Or you have, you know, you can earn the fame and the comfort. Many people would have asked you, why did you choose this service? You know, toughest part is to answer. I know it's not easy to become a civil servant. It looks glamorous too. And I think that somewhere deep inside, you thought of serving this country, serving the people with sincerity, with honesty, with capability. Last but not the least, with compassion. This sort of distinction would have made you not to choose a high salaried job or becoming a businessman or taking different other professions. So we salute, we honor your deep sense of commitment to serve the public. That is your greatest strength. You know, I always see, because I or my colleague sitting over here, I always feel that because we come from such backgrounds, we have seen most of the power. But we always consider power is temporary. And what in power? Because you are all people till age of 60, ma'am. You will be always in power from now. But you have to literally think how much impact you will be making. That's more important. Take the transitionary thing that power is temporary, and what you make an impact is always permanent. As officers, you will be given lots of authority. The files, the budgets, the power. But remember, these are the two important aspects where you have to distinguish yourselves between the power and the impact. And we always see, we have always seen also, the history does not remember officers for how many meetings they attended, but for how many lives in their process of journey did they change. You will be first encountering as, initial postings, either it may be in IAS sub-collector, then the joint collectors, over here as additional collectors, and the collectors. But each day, think beyond while before you sleep. Did you make an impact or did you change anybody's life? So that creates lots of confidence in you and creates lots of meaning living the lucrative professions and coming into this world of power. When anytime you are in doubt, why I had come down to civil services. Think, always you have thought about them, think of the poor and the weakest person. And ask whether your actions are literally help them out to come out of their problems and elevate to the next level. And what I have seen, I would like to really put before you. I always keep asking myself, or I always see my, most of the officers who are friends. I always think about, what are the, pressures which will be having an impact on us? What are the silent enemies which kills our ambitions, which kills our goal, which kills our motives? And they act as an internal weakness. I urge all you people, because you are all India officers, beware of these silent enemies. One is arrogance. Arrogance absolutely disconnects you from the people. Second, think of something, what happens to each and every individual in any profession, complacency, which kills your innovation. And think of one more silent enemy, cynicism, which erodes integrity. And of late we have seen the corruption. Corruption not only destroys individuals, corruption destroys institutions from within. These are the enemies